Welcome. I am the president of the Japanese Knives Laws branch, Tokiko Shigure.
I apologize for visiting so late at night. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Mr. Ryuki, is it? Mamoru, my secretary, has already... I hear you've come to...
I had a very hard... After all,
That's a good thing Boss just happened to know someone who...
even after I got inside the guards, if I hadn't met Mamoru at the entrance...
I know about Abyss, and I know it's trustworthy. That's why I let you through. Yeah, but I used to be a bodyguard for a certain politician until the end of last year.
Oh,
He was a piece of human garbage. Slug him in the face and resign.
no pop-up?
I was only hired, I don't know, something there.
Anyway, I had heard of it, but I thought it was just an herb...
Yes, there has been all sorts of gossip about... Some claim we're a secret society of Satan, but that's all not made-up stories that become rumors. Knives is our headquarters are located in New York, with many branches.
Okay, yeah, I
and
was
this is
going
one
to
such
say, I
branch.
thought Knives was just like kind of a red herring type of thing.
Considering the fact that you are here, indeed, Bats 490 was an ARG. Just to get, but there was a high-level encryption hiding a... We have been seeking high IQ individuals with the purpose was to recruit them into knives.
So that's why they
So this is
disappear.
you are...
I am aware of that, however, it's completely unrelated to knives. I assume someone made it with the intent to imitate that.
What do you think, Tom?
This is a common misconception, but we are a group of like-minded individuals who act together based on a certain...
And that is...
The simulation period.
That the world is an artificial simulation of reality created by someone or some... That's the thing.
You're saying everything...
Yes. It's a false world constructed with specific... And if it is made by a program, there must by necessity be imperfection to find these seams.
Why would you do...
If you tear at the seams of a cloth, thusly, we will tear at the seams of the program until that is...
This old hat...
Wait. She's trying to escape the Matrix.
The intersection between the warp and weft. You will. It is a prophecy. It will be fulfilled eventually.
I mean, again, that is a very familiar voice, but probably from like a lot of things. Oh, yeah, that name sounds a little more familiar.
What is that?
Oh, yeah, okay. It's a game I'd just
It's a
been
hand sign
playing.
rose.
It's newer in SMT5. Okay, I would not have guessed Yunaka in Fire Emblem Engage.
It's meant to resemble the sign behind me.
Okay, this is going to be a very long, Catherine in Fire Emblem Three Houses. That sounds more similar, yeah.
Judging by the way you asked that, I assume that's Jin's estimated time of death?
Well, yes.
I was in Okinawa from the night of the 8th. I had a seminar to attend on the 9th and 10th. I returned to Tokyo late last night.
I checked the logs for hotels and airports, for smartphone access points, and the security footage for each location. It's true that Tokiko was in Okinawa from the 8th to the 10th.
So she has...
As long as you presume Jin's body.
Do you mean the man?
So you do... I'm actually...
Shikara.
No, we didn't have enough...
I see. Shikara is though this was when he left us. He became an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
Order of Percent?
It's an organization that's the Order of Percent. Despite our common roots, we are headed...
Then how did Chikara know then?
I wouldn't know about that. Perhaps he happened. That's the...
Non-Yupal means consistent. You know how they're saying non-Yupal.
So not...
Same stuff.
Did you know that Nizadlaws is derived from 9-exit lozenge? Lozenge referring to... In other words...
9 X's of the diamond.
By the way, would you...
What is it?
Are you perhaps afraid?
Freyr?
I am asking...
What?
I will ask... Are you...
Prayer? I don't know what that
I
is.
see. Then I must...
What? Frey? Right.
It was written.
Frey to free. Frey can mean fight.
Oh
Remember
yeah.
Their ultimate goal.
Miss Shigure,
We didn't...
the word Frey was...
We of Nize are... We are not. The word Frey being...
That can't be...
Oh, after all, we... A false world. And such programs always... We call such coincidences like this are a manifestation. The appearance of Jin's corpse.
What?
Are you familiar with the Philadelphia?
It's a top-secret military experiment that's set to have taken place in the American city of Philadelphia on October 28th. A powerful electromagnetic wave was fired towards the USS Eldridge, a destroyer-class warship. Supposedly, the reason for doing this was to conceal the... But as soon as the Eldridge was enshrouded in a green... Afterward, it appeared at a military port in Norfolk. Nearly 200 miles sometime later, it
So you're saying...
Well, it's nothing but an Earth...
Yes. When the USS Eldridge there were several. Some of them had melted like a rotten banana. Others were said to have merged with this. Is that sense?
You mean Jin? Are you saying his...
It isn't him. If a scene...
Impossible.
You like this part.
I feel calm. It's like I could... Tama, is something like...
Hey, come on. I told you the Philadelphia experiment is just an urban...
How else? We can't deny that his right half suddenly appeared out...
Gee. Then why don't we find out for ourselves?
What do you mean? You want to go to the studio right now?
No need. Just close your eyes.
My eyes?
Just do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I kinda hear it. Well, less childish, but...
What the?
Are you serious?
We're in Studio Devita, aren't we?
It just seems... Last night I scanned... What you're looking at now is what I replicated.
Wow, the corpse looks...
Want me to put a mosaic?
Uncensored as...
Now, let's digress. Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance.
All right.
Like I mentioned yesterday, based on the time this corpse appeared, rigor mortis, it's not completely gone. It should take more time to get to the stage. If it's... That's why I think this... Worried about health? Yes. Are you in...
Okay.
Wow. I'll dress up the way you like. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's look at this bonus menu. Yeah, we haven't unlocked any opportunities. And we have we did clear Somnium with more than a second left. Okay.
The ultimate dream that you...
Looks like it's theirs. The questions for... Maybe it's...
I wonder how.
What do we...
Right. Getting a better. It's like a spot.
My analysis concludes. Graphene sheets with a thickness. These were rolled into a cylindrical diameter. A single nanometer is one.
What?
That's because this thread is made by. I've also enhanced your. By the way, see, they're elastic and hard to break. And anyway.
That way. Over by.
Alright, where did it... There's the red lamp.
What's this?
It's the.
The CN.
So that's why the lights came back on when the... Where's the X-ray mode? Oh.
Wow.
That's because.
The bottom part of the sign.
There's a bit of a curve at.
Couldn't you have?
Well, whoever stuck it in.
Of course not. The sign.
It's you. No.
What's this?
First, a mixture of potassium. This is probably a fuse is coiled up and extends from there. By the way, the fuse includes oxidizing agents.
Okay, so that's...
At the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron. This is when ignited, it creates heat.
So that's why it went up in flames.
Okay, using the
You mean the mystery? That's what you're talking.
Yep. Let's get on that now. First thing, was it really?
I was wondering if the lights came back on way. Plus, if the power did go out.
But the stream was.
So what?
So how did the lights?
Well, I think.
Okay, wait, how do I get a chance to answer? Oh, by selecting something.
That's the.
Yeah.
But no one was near. Let's try to.
They were bundled. They were routed through the ceiling beam.
But a dead body.
No, from the ceiling.
Now that you mention it,
The body fell from the ceiling and tugged.
So on to the next question. The corpse was then how?
The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a bridge between. The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a bridge beams. It would stay up there while the body is still. But as time passes and rigor mortis lessens, the corpse softens.
And that's. Now for the. Why did the.
Well, that.
The signboard. So how did. What?
The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground. The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance the substance was a.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for. I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick.
All right, so you can turn.
No, that was just.
What do you mean?
We're
Are you
You're the only.
actor?
So now that I'm in the director.
Are we?
Of course we are.
I have.
Check your stupid. Are you too much of a moron to?
But
Just zip it and play the culprit. If we're doing this, we're going for the Macademy.
Academy.
Enough! Let's get this started, buddy!
Macadam.
Shit!
Now.
Not only.
I.
Well, let's start with where and.
Well. It was right here. The body was placed so it.
You can place it like this because that
Carbon nanotubes. The CNT went up the beam onto the light switch.
CNT is too thin to be seen with the naked eye, so no one noticed it.
I've got it all. Now I just need to wait for the rigor mortis to.
Hey,
Boy, it needs.
this scene makes no sense.
You make.
And after time passed.
The body falls, and the impact sets off the ignition agent inside it. The fire.
Soon after,
Bam! A bot. Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the explosion. And that is the.
good work.
I still don't. That corpse.
Of course, though, the culprit.
Half of a body just suddenly, just like the Philadelphia. Someone went through all that trouble to make it.
I think they also wanted all so they could spread.
The culprit must have won. It would have been, but could they really predict when rigor mortis?
The culprit didn't put the corpse up on the ceiling beam. It had to have been that way. They could estimate that the stream was culprit was fine as long as the body.
That body fell. If it fell sideways when it landed, The culprit's...
Yes, like you said, it was just like a...
Again? Besides, it...
Exact.
What?
There was another... It's the same reason dark...
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign. It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell.
Their goal was to make... That's why they couldn't leave the CNT on the...
Because it...
Right.
So that's why they caused a... So, to wrap it all up, the culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon.
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but...
I wonder why Jin...
Who knows?
Where could...
It hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search with the people who might have the intel.
Like...
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole time we were shooting the show. There must be someone...
You mean the director?
Right.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down. He's at the make...
Okay.
There he is!
Ah, shit!
Okay. It's going to be a QTE.
Firing your gun in here? There are customers at...
My bad.
An apology!
Several people at the local...
Hey, can't...
What?
I told you. I can't... That's why I accepted as all I needed money to...
Accepted...
Some guy named Terror. I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face, or all my contact with him was...
What did he ask?
He said...
Okay. I want to borrow your studio for an hour or so on the 10th before you start preparing for the stream. Do not let anyone near the studio during this time. That includes you. All you need to do is keep the entrance unlocked. That's it. I'll pay you $5 million. If everything goes well, I'll pay you on the night of the 11th.
I don't know what happened in the studio either. I had no idea.
Come to Class 3A at Sekiba High. You'll get your money there.
Yeah.
The director
Okay.
of Horror Chikara...
No, what? It can't...
Okay. Didn't expect that. Oh. I mean, this would normally be a good spot to change episodes again, but... I guess